Hey, the cheesiest dagger is here. What's going on, Lorne? Music feels like it might be a little bit loud. Bleh. What's going on, everybody? Gonna do some commission stuffs. I was in the process of pulling references to my desktop. Good morning, Emu. Even though it's night for me. I was in the process of grabbing references from Mage to work on his sketch tonight, because I haven't started sketching his, because I didn't get references till recently. And I was about to grab them, and then I was like, nope, wait. Nope, can't grab Mage's references. Can't put Mage's references on the screen. God damn it, Mage. So I'll just pull them up on my other computer and just not have them on the actual stream. That's fine by me. How you guys doing? I guess you're cold. Yeah, I'm cold too. It's pretty fucking cold here. I keep hoping that the cold will turn into snow so that I don't have to go to work. If I could just not go to work, that would be great. Yeah, it's okay. I don't mind. I've seen enough dicks in my life. It's fine. I've seen weirder, let me put it that way. I've also just seen dicks in general. You know, after a while, even if you're not asexual, you still start to feel a little asexual towards things that most people would find sexual, just because it's like, oh look, it's a thing. Like, I don't know. All the years I did anatomy classes and figure drawing classes, you just you stop caring after a while. You know, the model gets up on the platform and he's got no clothes on and he starts posing and you're just like, wow. What's going on? Anti-stream mage, you are. I'm gonna go back in and darken up some of these lines because I was looking at it earlier and I was like, I didn't actually get any kind of line weight, so I'm gonna adjust that real quick. Actually, I have TEO fans on right now. Please. Our furnace is stupid and the sensor happens to be in the one spot of the house is actually pretty warm. Yeah, sensors for, like, heaters and stuff are stupid like that. My bedroom, even in this little tiny, like, 800 square foot apartment, my bedroom's always, like, 2 degrees colder than everywhere else in the house because, it's not near the heater box thing. Whatever the temperature gauge is that makes that actually function. That's a stupid place for the thermostat. Why would you put it over the stove? Not even from, like, the standpoint of it, like, not running or whatever, but, like, just why would you put it over the stove? That's a really weird place for it. Who put that there? Any thermostat in any house I've ever been in, the thermostat's always, like, in the living room. You know? Arcadian Cat, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Of course, Streamlabs is not going to update the overlay, I'm noticing, so that's fun. I don't know. Sometimes Streamlabs just doesn't want to update the ticker, and I don't really know why that is. Or labels, or whatever the name of the fucking program is. Stream labels? Oh, no, I figured you guys didn't put it there on purpose. I meant, like... Who built your fucking house that put it there? What a stupid place for it. Yeah, any house I've ever had that had, like, you know, they had the thermostat box was always in, like, the living room. Not in the kitchen. I wasn't accusing you of doing something stupid and putting it in your living room. I was accusing whoever built your house of doing something stupid and putting it in your kitchen. I meant kitchen the first time I spoke, too. Salmon Crumpet, what's going on? Oh, you brought a friend. Oh, okay. Hey, they're the ticker. What? The ticker updated finally. Got the stream up nice and big so so I can make sure everything's working correctly. Oh, I fixed my I think think being the operative word here, but I believe I have fixed the issue with my capture card crashing my OBS. For some reason, OBS was not recognizing the capture card sometimes, and so it was causing the capture card to lock up because the capture card I don't know why the capture card was locking up, but I'm 100% sure that it was the capture card. Because I tried opening all of Elgato's programs, and it took me a couple tries to get the capture card to open even in the Elgato programs. So I uninstalled everything that had to do with the Elgato. I even went through some like deep files and like searched for shit. I like completely wiped the Elgato off of my system, and I went on the website to download it again. And it turns out that they put the drivers for the Elgato in a different place than they put its programs. So, like, the Elgato game capture program comes with the drivers, but the Elgato program doesn't work very well with OBS at the same time. And so OBS couldn't, like, compete with the other program, I guess. That's what I'm gathering, at least. I'm not sure if any of this is even real, but that's what it seems to have happened. Because as soon as I removed the game capture program, my capture card has been perfect. It hasn't locked up yet. I tested it several times yesterday and a little bit this afternoon. It does not appear to be having any more issues. So hopefully we won't have any more capture card crashes before the stream, and then I might actually start on time for once. Instead of fighting with it. Oh, I know you are. I know you're totally joking, and I'm totally joking with you back. Also, that's a nice line that you've got right in the middle of the thing there, Axie. Good job. Excelente. I was looking at my list of commissions I have to work on tonight, and I was really surprised I didn't have more, like, stuff to work on, and then I remembered there's 2 I haven't even started, so... Rippy dippy. So I think I got that sorted out. It's so hard to art when you're cold? 100%. My office at work is, like, super fucking cold all the time, and it's hard to, like, move your arms and stuff to draw when you're wearing your winter coat inside, but you really can't function unless you're wearing your winter coat inside, so... I've actually worn my sweatpants under my jeans a couple times this week. By a couple times this week, I mean the 2 days that I've worked this week. But I've worn, like, pants under my pants just to have a little extra layer of padding because it's so fucking cold in my office. And, like, I've been wearing my sweatshirt that my sister got me for Christmas. I've been wearing the sweatshirt, like, on top of my work sweater, so I'm sure everybody thinks I'm disgusting for just wearing the same jacket or the same sweatshirt literally every day. But I do change the coat that's underneath it. Sipping tea is not art. It could be. I think you've offended Emu. It could be an art to... I think Uncle Iroh would disagree with you on sipping tea not being an art. Bless him. I liked your phrasing there, by the way. I beg your dang ass pardon. Oh yeah, I totally wash my sweatshirt once a week, yeah. I figure since it's not directly touching my body, it's not that gross yet. Like, I figure it starts to get gross once you, I figure the grossness starts if you don't wash it, like, more than a week. But since you're wearing, like, a piece of clothing underneath, I think it's fine. Literally every time I hear this particular song, I think it's Zelda. And it's absolutely not Zelda, and I don't know why I keep thinking it's Zelda. Painting could technically be a performance art. Yeah, it technically could be a performance art. Like I said, I think Uncle Iroh would think that that's an art. I think he would find tea sipping to be an art. Yeah, shoot, it's Kirby. Yeah, it's Grape Garden. Literally every time I hear it, I think it's like something from like Skyward Sword or something. Also, hi Rachel, what's going on? I'm sorry I'm not more talkative in your streams, Rachel. It's hard for me to read the chat because I'm at work, so I mostly just come and listen to your music. I mostly just use you as a playlist. If we're being honest here. Oh yeah, dudes, Rachel streams. So if you want more people to follow, if I haven't thrown enough people at you in the middle of the afternoon, Rachel's a top quality A+ person to follow also. Oh, hello. What's going on? We have actually a little sign on top of our coffee machine at work that says do not brew after 2. And for the most part, we follow that rule unless it's a particularly bullshit day, in which case we make as much coffee as we want. And today was a particularly bullshit day. It's only the second day of the week, and we've already made coffee after 2 o'clock. Although I don't really drink coffee. I don't really like coffee that much. It's too bitter for me. And then at some point, it's like, why would you even bother putting like sugar and shit in it? Oh, I was gonna make this. The feet definitely need to be bigger. Where I proceed. Remember, I never adjusted that. There you go. Bigger. The sugar and stuff makes it good because coffee does have a certain taste past the bitterness. Yeah. Like, I can identify the taste of coffee, I just don't really like it that much, I guess. Australians are giant coffee snobs, so it's my life juice. Oh, yeah, there you go. Just one more, it would just be one more thing for me to put sugar in. And I do like sugar. Also, dear family, how do you break a sugar addiction? I seriously can't cut sugar at all. I'm also not that committed to it. That's also part of it. I think that's maybe the major problem, is that I don't really give a shit. Like, there's this part of me that knows I would probably lose a shit ton of weight if I could just drop sugar, but also, there's this also other part of me that's like, yeah, but candy is really good. And maybe you should just not. I haven't decided how much I hate my body yet. I pretend it's not an addiction and just consume more. There you go. I'm gonna take this. I thought I liked it. No, I don't. Yeah, I've tried and I'm still trying. The thing is I don't want to cut it, you know? It's like, I think my biggest problem is that, like, there's only one way to do it, and really the only way to do it is to quit cold turkey. You can't just keep pretending like you don't like you're gonna only have a little bit, you know, oh, I'm only gonna do dark chocolate. I'm gonna have one piece of dark chocolate with my dinner. Like you can't do that. You have to just quit cold turkey and never go back to it. And I am not that committed to wanting to get rid of sugar. Like, ideally, I would just have a little bit of sugar or something, like, after a meal, or, you know, a little snack in the middle of the afternoon, like, a little piece of candy or something. Like, ideally, I would love to be the kind of person that just has a little bit, and it's good, but my body just does not know what to do with the extra sugar, I guess. Do you ever think you would outgrow it as a teen and then found out you're still as bad when you were 5? Yep. Pretty much. Don't give Nugget knives. Good plan. Don't give Nugget a knife. I get huge headaches and can't function with it. I get huge headaches when I eat too much sugar. Yeah, I get really bad sugar migraines. So I do keep track of my migraines. I keep track of my sugar intake a little bit. Like, I try not to eat, like, a fuck ton of sugar during the day, but, like, I'm having trouble cutting it to the point that I want it to be at. You know? Like, I really want my sugar intake to be at the point that, like, you know, after dinner, I have a cookie or a glass of milk and some Oreos and not feel bad about it. But then, like, throughout the day at work, you know, one of my coworkers has a candy jar. And so I might go get a piece, like, I might go get a Snickers or something after my lunch. And, like, I'm the kind of person that would, like, say, oh, I'll just have 3 Oreos, like, slightly over the serving size. I think actually serving size. Like, a serving size of Oreos and a glass of milk, and that's it. That's all I'm gonna have. And then it just, I just spirals out of control, you know? I guess we should here, probably. But yeah, I get really bad sugar migraines. There was a particularly stressful day at work, and somebody brought in some very good chocolate chip cookies. So I just had a shit ton of them with one of my coworkers, and by the time I got home, I could almost not function. I think I actually maybe canceled the stream that night, because I could not function from the level of headache that I had. And that was when I decided to start trying to cut sugar, so I'm, like, really conscious of how much sugar I'm eating, just because I know that I don't want that to happen again. But, that's not working very well, so... You those little anime girls who eats cake all day as her character? Yep, that's me. That's pretty much me. Except I'm not, like those kind of archetype of characters. They're always real skinny. Like, I look like somebody who eats a fuck ton of sugar. I'm not even worried about what I look like. Like, I'm pretty happy with the way my body is shaped and whatever. I know it's not good for me, you know? I'm more or less at that level of, like, dieting and food stuff that, like, I'm just doing it because I know I'm not healthy. Or that I could potentially become not healthy if I don't watch what I'm doing, you know? Is it sugar-free or fat-free? Fat-free that's not all it's cracked up to be. Because I know one of those is kind of a scam type of deal. Like, it's not that it's necessarily bad, it's just they load... I think it's fat-free. They load up fat-free stuff with sugar to make it taste good, because without the fat, it doesn't taste like anything. Which, by the way, fat's good for you. You just can't have too much of it. Do they make you crave it more? See, like, all the articles I've read about, like, cutting sugar all say stuff like, eat a sweet piece of fruit when you're craving sugar, but it's not the same as just going and getting that chocolate chip cookie that you're craving, you know? Your goal is to become a beautiful, buff lady, but it's not happening so far. You can do it. I believe in you. Yeah, it's like it's not sweet enough. I need that chocolate or whatever it was that I was like craving. It's the same thing with other regular foods too, though. Like, if I'm home alone, like if I'm home and I'm really craving mac and cheese, but I want to be good, so I'm gonna have a bowl of popcorn instead, and I have a bowl of like I mean I have like a big bowl of like popcorn that I made on my stovetop, and it's great. And then, but I'm still hungry. I'm still hungry until I've had that one thing that I'm craving. I could literally eat myself out of house and home until, just avoiding the thing that my body's craving. I have this vague thought that maybe there's something wrong with my thyroid on top of that, because I've gained a lot of weight in the last, like, year, and I don't know if it's because I'm eating like an idiot, or if it's because my thyroid's fucked up all of a sudden, or maybe both. I don't know. Yeah, see, Arenas, that's the hard thing I'm running into, is that, like, I don't really want to give up sugar, I just want to eat less of it. You know? But I also have absolutely zero self-control. So, if I have a box of Oreos, I will eat, like, 4 of them. But I know that that's the right thing to do. I know just cutting it entirely is the only thing I can possibly do. Poly ovaries? I don't know what that means. Teach me. Teach me a thing. Learn me a thing today. Oh, polycystic ovaries. I don't think I have polycystic ovaries. In fact, I just had my appointment a couple months, or back in December, and they seemed to think everything was fine. But I don't know how you test for that. I think my biggest issue quitting sugar, honestly, at this point, is that I just don't... I'm not that committed to it, you know? I want to quit sugar, but I also kind of don't. I really like sugar. I like sweet things. I enjoy the ability to eat sweet things, and I just... It's meh. Giving up for a short time might be good for lowering the cravings and ease yourself back into it on small snacks. That's not a bad idea. I don't know if that's how it works, but that might not be a bad choice. Maybe if I could go what's the there's a like a what is it? 21 days or something like that to break a habit. Maybe if I could go like 21 days without... That's a long. Like if I could go 21 days without sugar, maybe that would get me on the right track. Still only 720, but that's on Twitch, so I'm gonna switch over to the app. Okay. Yeah, I have no say in that, apparently. I thought that as soon as you became affiliated, you got the ability, your viewers got the ability to adjust the video on their own, but it's sort of like viewers get the ability, but if there's like another bigger channel that needs the priority on the servers, you lose that option. So it could come back on a stream, like the ability to switch the video quality could come back at some point. I just don't have any control over it, which is unfortunate. I really feel like that's something that everybody should be allowed to do, honestly. Like I don't get why that's something that's locked behind partnered. Like, partners get more priority on that option, and I don't really get that. Because you're either forcing your future partners to lower their video quality to accommodate everyone, or you're expecting them to not have a viewer because the viewer can't watch their video at the quality that they want to stream at. I don't understand that logic. But it's also not like it's a paid service. Like, it's not like... Like, it's a thing you have to earn, you know? You don't just buy affiliate status, you know? You earn it, and so if... I don't know. I could see if it was like a... And I don't want it to be, but I could see if, like, you know, quality toggling was like a $5 a month fee or something, like an extra thing you could buy for your channel. But I don't get why it's locked behind affiliate. Or not affiliate, partnered. I just don't understand the logic. Another source of sugar like honey. It's sweet, but I imagine it would be hard to eat more than a spoonful at once. I actually hate honey a lot. I really don't like honey. It's a different kind of sweet. I don't know. I've never really liked honey that much. Yeah, Twitch, why are you like this? Just let us live, Twitch. Girl, I eat spoonfuls of it. There you go. See, somebody eats spoonfuls of honey. I don't like honey. I like bees. I just don't like... Bees are cool. Cute little stupid buzzies. No thanks. They can keep their honey. But... Okay. Okay. Save that. Alright, let me switch gears for a moment. For un momento. Yeah, it's supposed to be pretty good for your throat. There's always a problem because I never want to eat it when I'm sick. Or do you want to open sometime today, please? Alright, where are you? There you are. I gotta open somebody's references on another screen. Cough, cough. I love you. You guys are great. I hope that you are okay with my teasing. Okay, so you've got a pose here. So, you guys aren't going to get to see any of the references for this, so this is going to be a surprise the whole way through. So this is Mage Winter's commission. Yeah, Jace, see, that's the thing. So, Twitch will just give and take away that option at random, it sounds like. So, sometimes you can change it, and sometimes you can't, and it just kind of happens. It's really weird, and I don't really understand how they're able to do that, but you have lost the... I don't know that anybody else can change the video quality either, although I actually haven't... Let me check my own stream and see if I can do it. Change the video quality on my own video. Oh yeah, see, I can't change it either for some reason. Which is weird, because earlier on Cass's stream, I could change it. Odd. Yeah. They just, but I think they just take it at random. I don't think that there's any rhyme or reason for it. They just are like, well, frick. Alright, so you've got head. Also, Mage, I love your little doodle for him. Got head and got like almost got like Jadoa neck a little bit. Nose, probably a bit boxy, more boxy. Yeah, so you guys can't change it for some reason? Yes, you came back with snacks at the optimum time. While I try very, very hard to do this without having the references actually, like, right next to me now. I'm, like, peeking over my shoulder. You're probably gonna hear I probably sound like a car driving by, because I keep turning my head. That kind of goes... I have already run out of space. My canvas is 12 by 12, and I already ran out of space. Gosh. Alright, I'm gonna draw this without his body type for a moment, and just, it goes... Got a reference up. Axie goes, new. I assume Hope has the digigrade legs, right? That's what I'm seeing. That's sort of what's going on there. You're a chaos factor. You are. You're great. Got this little bit under his neck. Raise the neck up a little bit. Fiddle with all this a little bit. Shoulders are much bigger. You don't feel like animating today? Yep. Hey Nugget, I finished the line art on yours, so I'm gonna take a break from it for a moment and just sketch up Mage's thing, and then we'll go back to yours for a little bit, I think. Kinda got like a big... How do I motivate myself? People give me money, and I feel bad if I don't finish it. That's mostly it. For real though, I don't know, that's a good question. Like, I don't know, usually when I don't feel like doing art, I just don't, you know? I'm the kind of person that just, like, if I'm not in the mood to art that day, I just go, well, guess we're not doing that today. I'm gonna flip you around for a moment. How is this, how's this body type so far? Not used to, honestly, I'm not used to drawing people, like, off body shapes, so. I don't get asked to draw a lot of heavier characters, and so I will admit that that is a weak point in my ability to draw. A bit. Bulkier characters, I should say. He's not really fat. He's just chunky. Apple's here! Moderino has arrived. The other Moderino. Although one of our Moderinos is trying their best. Do you think I can get addicted to potatoes if I try hard enough? I think you absolutely can get addicted. I'm actually surprised you're not addicted to potatoes already. How to get motivated? Usually I look at other art and, like, I don't know, I get inspired by looking at other people's artwork. Like, that's honestly how, like, the most of how I get motivated to do stuff. I don't know, I guess lately I've not been uninspired, so anytime that I wasn't feeling inspired, I was just like, well, that's it, I guess. Fingers. 3, and they are very chubby. I have some semblance of what I want fleshed out also. Oh, sorry. Honestly, this character is going to be me derping around a lot. I have some semblance of what I want to do fleshed out, but no idea at all. I did find a name I kind of liked, although it falls into my habit of L names. Change the L to something that's not an L, and then it would just be an original name, maybe? How do fingers? Oh, how many fingers do you want him to have? Because I know this reference is kind of... I know this reference isn't him, so... You want him to have all 5 fingers? My sketches are very messy, okay? Let me live. 5 fingers is cool with you? Okay. I didn't know if you wanted that or not. I also still can, so we're just going to erase. That's the kind of person I am. I'm a little bit happier with that arm now. Are these quotes from your video session, Lauren? Because I'm gonna watch that tomorrow while I'm gonna listen to it while I'm at work tomorrow. I'm flirting with a guy because Chaos wanted me to, so it's fun. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Good Axolotl, he loves you guys. Weird sentient chatbot. Best weird sentient chatbot. They were up at 3 AM making another video after an error. Aw, that sucks. Yeah, it sucks that you lost a lot of it, though. Well, hopefully at least you'll have the bugs figured out for, the live sessions, right? Oh, no, can you come back, please? I'm gonna put clothes on him, I promise. Just, thought I'd put that out there. I am planning to put clothing on him. Mage didn't ask me to draw a nude. Just trust me. It just occurred to me that I'm drawing his, like, you know, like, love handles in explicit detail right now, and I'm like, oh, great. Yeah, no, not safe for work for me. Hell yeah, Billy. Usually instead of drawing the actual junk, even on humans, even on, like, characters whose, junk does not go inside their body somehow, I still always draw that area as, like, a bulge. Just because I know I'm not gonna have to draw it, so there's no reason for me to put a lot of effort into actually drawing it. For a serious answer to your funny joke. That's why I draw like that. So usually I'll just draw like a little mark right here just so I know, okay, that's where the thigh intersects or whatever, but I cannot get this pose at all. Can't figure this out. I think this is too... Yeah. Calm it down a little bit. All lies. Definitely lies. Someone throw a blanket over stop sign and Sully. Protect them. Yes. Even though they're not here. Protect them anyway. Protect them from a distance. Somewhere. Well, Sully's here. I don't know if I've seen stop sign. I may have lost them in the crowd. I am the worst, Dad. Lost a few of my children. Okay. Oh, Sully's not in chat right now? I thought I saw him earlier. Maybe he left. Okay, so I didn't lose any of my children. That's fine. Okay. I didn't lose my children. Oh, hey! Charmander found the stop sign! There we go. Perfect. Not the same. Actually, I lied. It's not perfect. It's not the same. Okay. Yeah, get those beefier legs in there. The shoulders gotta come up a little. This hand. I'm sort of taking some liberties on your pose a little. So, fun fact, hands from this angle are way easier. Mage is cool and draws me poses and is like, I want it to look like this. It makes my life really easy. Even though usually I have like a pose in mind as soon as somebody starts talking about their character, it's funny because Mage always has something for me. They're derpy and great, and I love them. He draws his lizards. They're like a funny little sock puppet, and I love them. I'm just gonna leave that little dinosaur there. Sometimes you try. Sometimes you don't have to. Something I always want to do when I animate is over-sexualize the characters, and people ask why I make them so thick. It's a real issue with animators. It's really fun to draw. So the thing is like, overly sexualized characters are fun to draw because they have really dynamic shapes. I think elbow actually. I think it should be more like... Oh, you know what? I have his shoulder out too far. That's why I'm hitting it. Because when you over-sexualize a character, you have to draw, like, interesting... You get to draw shapes you don't normally get to draw, and I think that's why it's so fun. For some... I see, like, it's not really necessarily my thing. Like, I draw my characters however I want, so I don't, like, go out of my way to draw over-sexualized characters, and maybe you don't... I mean, it doesn't sound like you do explicitly either, but I think that's probably why you get to draw a lot of shapes you wouldn't normally be able to draw. Dude's got, like, some big ol' yaoi hands going on. Let's, fix it. Your hands are too big. Probably only be... Slightly smaller hand. If you've ever seen yaoi hands, I'm gonna look it up. We're gonna look it up. Fair warning, dicks may be on the way. Yeah, yaoi hands. Have you never seen yaoi hands? Look how big they are. I lied, this is one of my favorite memes. Look how big his hand is. Like, hold your hand up to your face. If you rest the palm of your hand on your chin, your finger should only be touching, like, slightly above your eyebrows. So for anybody who's never seen yaoi hands, there you go. Now you know. Somebody ruined... Lugia is my third favorite Pokemon, and somebody almost ruined Lugia for me one time, because when it first came out in Pokemon Go, this girl, she was showing me her Lugia, she was showing me her Pokemon, and, she scrolled past Lugia, and I saw that his name was Yaoi Hands, and I just about pissed myself. Because Yaoi Hands is a great nickname for a Lugia, and it's my favorite Pokemon, and it just hurts me. Alright, the real question is, how do hands? You kinda... don't. That's the problem. You don't yaoi hands. You don't hand. Lugia is a winged yaoi hands Pokemon. Yes. That's his official, Pokédex name, by the way, in case some of you guys didn't know. That's, like, the official, you know, you got, like, Pikachu, the electric mouse Pokemon, you know, whatever, but you got Lugia, the winged yaoi hands Pokemon. Almost as bad as 90s clamp triangle men. That sounds phenomenal. I also think maybe I know what that is. Alright, we're gonna start by drawing actual hands. Sort of. Whatever, if this even passes for actual hands. Then we'll draw. I cannot draw hands tonight. Apparently. Lugia, the yaoi hands Pokemon. This Pokemon is known to live in whirlpools, preying on sailors who try to cross them in its giant winged yaoi hands. Also, I actually didn't know that about Lugia. Lugia eats sailors? That's terrifying. Lugia, no. You are a majestic sea beast. How the fuck do you hands? My song, I hope you liked it. How do you hands? One of these days I'm gonna sing a song that actually goes with the music. I'm just gonna put music to the words and just... Oh, you made that up. I thought you read I thought you got that from the Pokédex, because Pokemon's wild as shit sometimes. New plan. New plan being that we are just not going to draw the hands from that angle at all, so... Hands are the bane of my existence, if you can't tell. I'm pretty sure every stream, I'm just like, fuck hands. How the fuck do you hands? Whalmer, yo. Stop sign! Hey! How's it going? How was your 2-hour delay? We're having a wonderful discussion about yaoi hands, apparently. Oh yeah, we're talking about yaoi hands. Wait, we have to protect stop sign. Actually, I don't think stop sign's technically a minor, so we might be alright. We weren't talking about yaoi hands. I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't say anything. Actually, the thing I like about... on the topic we were actually on, though. I already lost track of what we were talking about, to be honest. Alright, let's give you little sub hands. Or a wizard, I guess. Something. I like that Wailord. I don't know, I like Wailord. I watched this video on YouTube while I was eating dinner that was like, whoever the YouTuber was, like, went through every shiny Pokemon in the game and rated them. And it was like a 15-minute video because it was really fast. It was just like, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's okay. No, that one sucks. This one sucks. What the fuck is this? Like, that kind of thing. And, it was pretty cool. It was actually pretty cool to see all the shinies, like, one at a time. Oh, you have no school. That's awesome. Alright. I like that hand better. It's still a yaoi hand, though, so let's fix that also. I definitely forgot that that derpy, dinosaur thing was there, and... very confused. Like, leave it. Cartoonish junk. I'm working on Mage's commission. I haven't done sketching on stream in a while though, so I'm like, herp. That's the approximate sound of how I'm feeling right now. It's been a hot minute since I drew on stream. You're a chubby boy. I hope I'm not fucking him up too bad. I'm actually pretty happy with his body shape. I just hands fucking suck. I love him because he secretly represents me. His vague crotch bulge that I'm gonna cover up. Tail, and then we'll do head. Head's the most fun part, so I usually save that for last if I can help it. Don't want to work on it. What do I do with it? Take the tail here. He's got a pretty big thick tail, so I think you'll know what it is if I wrap it around like that. Alright, and then you said that I thought you only streamed creative just the other day, since I found you like yesterday. I stream, so I stream every day of the week except for Friday. Sometimes Friday and Saturday switch, but every day of the week except for Friday. And Monday and Wednesday are video games. Every other day is art and creative things. So yeah. All right. So let's see. The overall body shape, he won't have the frills. Has a tiny. Oh, he has a small tail. Forgot he had a small tail. Small tail. By small tail, do you mean like thin tail, or do you mean like short? Short or thin or both? Everybody likes your big boy. Everybody's a fan. Just short, okay. Got a tail. Like Stubtail? I don't mind Stubtail because I hate drawing characters with tails when they're sitting because then you lose the tail. Okay, stop sign. Glad you could pop in for a couple minutes. Little nubbin tail. I think I missed something. Oh, okay. But yeah, so I mostly stream creative, but I actually don't do a lot of the sketching on stream. A lot of the times I do the sketches at lunch while I'm at work, and then just do the line art and color on here. It's just a little bit easier because this takes a long time. But, okay, so, and then you said that he doesn't have the frills. You're talking about the little spikes on the reference's head, so he doesn't have any kind of, like, iguana spikes or anything. He's just totally just a bald lizard. Right, let's put a face on. I like how you guys are like, yes, the chubby boy. I want to pat his big belly, and you haven't even seen what his face looks like yet. It's amazing. I love it. You guys are just like, yes, give me the lizard boy. Mage and his lizards are a big hit, I think. That reminds me, I need to think of more about how his race actually is. Hope is actually more of an evolved version of reptile form. I gotta figure out what exactly entails. Gotcha. Once I finish his face, I think I'm gonna swap back to Nugget's commission and put some color on it. That way I can, like... Mage and his lizards. New band name? Confirmed. Yep, that's what it is. That's your band name. That happened now. That is what it is. What's your first album going to be? It's got to be something about the shiniest boy. There's got to be a shiny boy in there somewhere. It's all about the shiny boy. That reminds me that the original team name for Shiny Boy's team was Zalant and the Shitty Wizards. That's beautiful. And the Shitty Wizards. I have to fix it. I have managed to both fuck the top of your head and everything else in between. Afro lizards kind of a more sloping back to their head, though. Not quite as flat on the top like a human's. You don't really realize how angular humans are until you look at other animals in detail like this, and then you realize how, like... There you go. Now he has a face. turning out maybe a little more sexualized than I thought that I meant for it to be. It's a little bit more of a pinup than I meant, but hopefully you're okay with this. Oh. Oh. Now he's staring at the little stupid. Look at him. The beautiful boy. He's given that little derpy dinosaur head a giving him the look. Know what Noble's into. I get you. I'll pick it up what you're putting down, Noble. Don't you worry, friend. I understand. Sock puppet is his spirit animal. Hang on. That's not what I wanted. That one. There you go. I'll send that to you. Perfection. That is perfection. Accidental perfection. Give him a little more. This is kink. Sock puppets, definitely. I think maybe he needs a longer yet still stumpy neck. More neck. Also thick neck. That's what I wanted. Okay. So he doesn't have any kind of like head accessories. That's just what he looks like. He's more of a Komodo dragon, it seems. He's got a hoodie. See, now we're gonna cover up all that beautiful anatomy I just did, so look at it while you can, because we about to cover that shit up. It was unfortunate. Do you want his hoodie to be like a zip-up front hoodie, or do you want it to be like a pouch hoodie? I'm gonna assume that you're gonna say pouch hoodie, but... Just so I don't fuck it up. I almost hate to cover it up. Not zip up, probably pouch. Okay. I guess a zip up one's technically called a sweater. If I were an intellectual, but... You all have met me, so you know that I am not an intellectual. So. That big old hoodie on. On there. I want you to know that I have... Oh. So many red lines everywhere. Should have drawn this in another color. I think it's gonna be okay. I've lost track of where I am. Space and time. Alright, and then gray khakis. Why am I not surprised you wanted gray khakis? One of the street folk who starts out on the map of his spawn area, a locket. Remember his family and a little rat friend pet dude. No judgment. No judgment. Don't like to judge here on the Axie Stack. I only tease. No judge, only tease. Gray's a good neutral color, to be perfectly honest. Like, it's good for this kind of thing. Alright. Get that hoodie on there, and then you said he's got one of those... So what is it, just like it's just a band, that like a fabric band that goes around their arm? On the left side, okay. So that is this side. Didn't really need to draw all of this here then. There you go. Alright. It's a school uniform. His armband is an important part of his uniform. Gotcha. Dude, I wish that, school uniforms should totally have, hoodies. Why is that not, like, a more common thing? Hoodies as school uniforms? Yes. Goodbye, beautiful body that I just spent like an hour on. Fare thee well. You will not be forgotten. Alright, I think that might be your boy. I think that might be him. Y'all better stop sinning now. Yep. Definitely. Still checking out that sock puppet, though. Hoodie and khakis, whatever happened to nude lewd lizard dude? We could just make this, like, sock monkey. I'm totally down for that. Sock monkey dinosaur friend. He's just checking him out. There you go. Y'all streaming furries, all they want is nude and lewd. Yeah? Well, you know, time and place for everything, yep. Well, and also, you'll be happy to know that I also just kind of put outfit on a different layer, so there you go. Yeah, we'll just... I'm just gonna leave the sock puppet there and talk about it. He's just gonna keep staring longingly at the sock puppet. Alright. What time is it? Oh, we got 10 minutes. Okay. That's not enough time to do that, but it's enough time to do this. I am going to throw up the, Actually, I'm just gonna capture for a second. I'm gonna grab some, Oh, why do we have any Katamari music on this playlist? What the fuck? I'm gonna turn the video off just for a second because I want to grab Nugget's reference, and then I'm just gonna throw some color on him real quick. That'll be the last couple minutes of the stream. I don't like putting Discord up on the screen for you guys all to see. I think that that's kind of unnecessary, so I'll not do it. I'm not talking shit about any of you, just I you know, seems like that's private stuff, you know? Doesn't feel right to put it up. Gotta hide my nuggets. Colored. I'm gonna do a little bit of a faster method of coloring this time, I think, depending on if it likes me or not. Oh, is that... Did I draw his hand? Guess I'll have to go in and do a little bit of extra touching up on some parts of this, but... thing that's that color. Those aren't blue. Some of this I'm gonna have to go in and touch up myself, like by hand, but I was doing this earlier today and it was actually pretty nice. Just be able to select the things that need color and just color them in. Whoa, hey, tablet, chill. Chill, my friend. We've had a bad experience in the Discord once already. Yeah. Excuse me, tablet. Do you want a knot, maybe? I don't know if you guys can see the stream just freaking... I don't know if you can see my video just freaking out, but... I think there's something wrong with the device I use to, I don't know. I don't know what happened. I have this thing that, because the stupid fucking Cintiq, only works on, only has a plug for a Windows computer, and, for a Windows computer. I have lost all my words for tonight. I'm really sorry. It only has input jacks for on a PC. So I had to go out and buy a separate, like thing to make it able to plug into the lightning port on my laptop. The problem with that is that, I think one of my lightning ports is dead, so every now and then I plug it into the wrong one and it just flips out. Like, I think there's something wrong with that particular port, so, you know. Sorry about that. All of a sudden my computer was just like, excuse me. Hope you didn't think you were doing anything tonight, because you're not. Okay. My bad. Yeah, so after the mage incident, I started, disabling the video whenever I open up chat. Just in case. Anytime I have to open the Discord on the stream, we gotta be real careful. So often the method I use is whatever method will get me to the answer the fastest. Back here. And the mage incident. AKA that one time that mage accidentally flashed the stream. That's still up there on like one of my favorites of things that's happened on the stream. I know that you are perhaps vaguely mortified, but that might be one of the funniest things I've ever seen. Were you not there for that? Mage flashed the stream. That's basically the gist of what happened. Good times. You can't say that'll happen on anybody else's stream, that's for sure. Only here at the RCX Lotl do you get occasionally flashed by a lizard man. I was working on a commission for Mage on stream and I needed the reference he gave me of the character. So, for a foot thing, because I was drawing the character's foot, and, I opened Discord without thinking about it, and the reference he had given me for the character's feet, it was a lewd picture, I would say, is a good descriptor. And so, very quickly disabled the display. That is actually, however, as funny as it is to tease you about, as funny as it is to tease you about that, honest to God, the reason I switched the stream to mature was because of that one time that my cat walked across the keyboard and changed my Google search from male anatomy from male torso anatomy to just male anatomy, and then there were dicks all over the screen. That's actually the reason that that the stream is rated mature now, is because of that. Oh, I'm sure that's happened to other people. I'm sure there's other people who just also don't even care. I'm sure there's other people that are like, oh, look, wow, check out this reference, and he has a penis. That's great. Let's draw. Like, there's probably a lot of people who just, like, don't give a shit about it either. But, yep, good times at the Axie Stack. Weirdness ensues. You all love it. I don't really mind either, but I know there's people who do mind, and so I like to, you know, keep that, just, you know, I try not to go over the top with that kind of stuff, because it can be a real turnoff for new people, too. Just kind of in general, I just try to be mindful of it. If I need to look up a reference and the reference happens to have the, like, junk hanging out or whatever, I don't care. It's not like it bothers me, but if I can avoid it, I try to, just for sanity's sake, I guess. Just in case. Ideally, I'm gonna lighten that silver color just a little bit, because it's a little bit dark at the moment, and so it doesn't contrast well with the rest of him, so I'm just gonna lighten that just a smidgen. It's a little bit contrast. I think I'm also gonna lighten this just a little bit more saturated. Back. The other thing I can do is adjust, brighten them up a little bit, contrast. That's good. Yeah, I dig it. I won't adjust the tones a whole bunch, but I like to add a little bit of contrast to the colors. Your colors are actually really well contrasted. It's just, I just lightened that. Lightening this color a little bit, makes this, it gives the image a little bit, higher contrast, so it's, for me, it's more visually appealing. Not to say that this is not visually appealing, because I love your colors. Just for my own work, I like to have a lot of contrast. I know some people don't do that, so... I like the colors you picked for him. They're really cool. Alright, it's basically 10 o'clock. I would like to actually go to bed on time tonight. So, I'm gonna go to bed. It's not a huge difference, and because he's a robot, it kind of fits that he's a little bit grayer. But, I don't know. My artwork's always on the brighter side, so I like to make it brighter. But since he's a robot, it fits that he would be on the grayer side too. That was more of a personal decision than anything else. But speaking of the 8 a.m. theme, I tried to be dull because I wanted the eyes screen to be brighter blue than everything else. That's a good point. I might then, when I do the eyes, in fact, let's do the eyes now real quick. So his eyes, question about his eyes. It looks like he's got these three little dots. Is that like an expression of his, or do his eyes always look like that? Like, I guess, so is that like a neutral? The three little squares. Like, how do their expressions work, I guess? I think I can fiddle with it to make the eyes still be brighter than everything else. So what if he was feeling kind of like, I don't really even know what expression for here. Like what would his eyes look like? What would his eyes look like if he was happy? Would they be like little goofy, like anime, like emote eyes? You know, would his eyes be like this when he's happy? Not a chia pet. I don't remember what they're called. Chirpy. There were some robot pets that had eyes like that. If I were going to do his eyes like that, I would probably make his expression something like, you know, his eyes would probably be, you know, like the DreamWorks eyes, you know? But so he's probably got like a digital LED screen, because that's why he's got the segments, so. Mi un momento, never mind about going to bed. Give me a second. Let me just clean this up, and then I'll show you what I'm thinking, and then, if you don't like it, we'll just on it later. But I need to do what I'm thinking. Okay, and then we'll split it up into little segments. So... in that big. Works better when he's got like small eyes. That kind of fit? Is that kind of what you were thinking? Then there you go. Little digital eyes. They're still pretty bright compared to everything else, too. Oh, actually, there you go. Get those boys nice and bright. Techie art stuff, yeah. Better idea. Leave this the way I had it, but put a little bit of a glow for them. Hey, Altair! Block your eyebrows. Okay. Do it. I like it. I like it just plain, just like that. I like just the plain digital play eyes. Oh, I think that fits him really well, actually, to make these blocky. I dig it. Oh, I dig it. Oh, I like it. Okay, awesome. I guess you do need to resub. I would appreciate if you did. Aw. Hey, Volpine, what's going on? Oh, you rolled in at the last possible second. How you guys doing? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna hang around that long tonight. I'm just about done. In fact, I think I am done. I think I'm good for tonight. I think that's it. Up late sick, but that means I get to watch your stream. Well, you would, except it's 10 o'clock and it's time for me to go get ready for bed. But real quick, I'll go through everything we worked on today. I worked on Nugget's character, and we also drew Lizard Boy for Mage. So, I was explaining to everyone how Mage draws his little reference poses for me, and he kind of makes him look like a sock puppet, and I love it. But then I accidentally drew the Lizard Boy looking at the sock puppet, and so this occurred. So things that happen here at the Axie Stack. So, that means that I need to work on... I'll show you guys the other thing I was working on. I don't know if I showed you everybody's missions. But I finished this for Morphasis. I did that at work. And then for Rhea and Kib, he's different on every website I know I'm on. For Kib, I'm doing stream title cards. So, it's basically gonna be, I'll probably work on these on Thursday, actually. But it's gonna be, there's a BRB, a goodbye, and like a hello, come hang out with me kind of look. So, it's gonna be the same background on all of them. I'm just gonna change the character. So that I'll probably work on Thursday. This shouldn't take me very long, especially since it's small. It's like a good small like stream size. So, yeah. So there's that, and yeah, that's what I got. That's the things I got, and then I got to work on apple gravies too. Because Apple and Mage just got me their references like 2 days ago, so so that's what we're working on. But I'm gonna head to bed. And all that good stuff. Nah, it's okay. You guys were busy. You guys were doing life things, so that, yeah, time happens. You're good. All is well. It actually gave me time to focus on the other ones and get those out of the way, so now I can focus on yours without having 18 things to do. Man, okay, I think Animal Crossing is trying to tell me something, because when I first tried to say goodbye, it was the 8 a.m. theme, and now it's the 7 p.m. theme, so Animal Crossing is like, go the fuck sleep. Oh god. I love that you guys are like, don't you worry, I'll be ready for the next one. You're like, it's like, I feel like you guys are like all poised, like waiting. You know, you're like waiting. You're all like huddled around like the commission open box, like with your, with your money in hand, just like, you're like, just waiting. You're ready. You guys are ready to go. Alright, well, I will see you guys tomorrow, in and around the Discord. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Undertale, because apparently we have more to go. So, oh jeez. Invested a bot to snipe slots. You have to be excited. Yeah, no, I totally understand. I actually wanted to buy some stuff from some artists this month, but, tax time bit me in the ass, so not gonna happen. Yeah, so tomorrow is Undertale. So I will see you guys tomorrow for more Undertale, and then Thursday for art. Alright? See you guys on the laters. Bye!